Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and to our Hispanic community, gracias for tuning in. Today we have a special guest. Man, we've been killing it today, but she's also been killing it. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Jenny B, what's going on?
Not much.
Yes.
Man, talk about today. We have had a great time. We've met amazing individuals in the history of Hispanic culture.
Yes.
It's insane, right?
It's exciting, honestly.
Yeah.
Got to talk and kick it with Chris Perez and Carlito.
I know that boy Carlitos.
I know. I actually just met him today, but I don't think I'll be forgetting him anytime soon.
I know. That's what I mean too. I would not forget him because the stories we're talking about up here,
Yes.
I recommend y'all watching the podcast. Y'all haven't seen it.
Make sure
I haven't dropped it by now, but we're dropping yours actually first. So
yeah, but make sure, guys, that you subscribe, that you can check out all of this amazing content that we have.
Reppin' for my city, Dallas, this gon' be that Lucas show. Now I'm blowing up like the whole squad of let bazookas go. In this world, it ain't about what you know, it's about who you know. Flying out to handle business, catch me out in Maryland. If you ever picked me up when I was down, you bro for life.
We're in San Antonio right now, but you guys know that our studio is in Dallas, Texas, and you're gonna go ahead and be in Dallas sometime soon, right?
Yes.
is it for the carne asada?
Yep.
So we're definitely gonna run it back over there, but
For sure.
But you're excited for that?
Oh my
carne asada?
God. Oh my God. I had first originally saw it about the Carne Asada Fest, I believe the year before first. And it was the first starting off, so it wasn't as big as it is now. And
Yeah,
I
it's
was
fresh, fairly.
yeah, and I was already like, I have to get on there. I'm gonna hustle my ass. I don't know if I can cuss on here now, but I'm gonna hustle my ass.
You can curse all
And
you want
I'm
to.
gonna get myself on there, and it's paying off because I'll be there. I'm so excited.
Man, so talk to us about your upcoming hit. We just received the airdrop.
Yes.
It hasn't dropped, but when
No.
is it gonna drop?
By now when they're watching it has dropped, so you
Right.
can talk all about
Okay.
it.
When
Yeah.
exactly?
It's called Volverás. We're releasing it January 13th, Friday the
Nice.
13th. So
Oh, let's
Is there a reason why you're dropping it?
no. I just picked that day. I didn't want it to be on my birthday, which is the 29th. But and so it just so happens to be on it. But I'm not big superstition on that.
Well, before we haven't heard it, but what's the inspiration behind this song? Is it like a heartbreak song or is it?
No, it's actually one of those. I guess it would be like not a cocky song, but it's one of those like I know you're gonna come back to me, so I'm just gonna sit here and look cute until you do.
Wait, your boyfriend's right there. Is this a
Yeah, no.
husband? Oh, you're right, husband.
My husband, yeah, my
He's
husband.
staring me down right now, guys.
Yeah, no, it's a fun song.
Yeah.
It's very Jenny B, which is very colorful and fun and bubbly. I guess they call it like bubbly music is what my producer usually calls it. But I'm excited. I feel like not only the older generation will appreciate it because Hugo Guerrero, the Charanga King,
Yeah.
he produced the record.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's very much in that sector, but I feel like it's still kind of poppy for like the younger crowd. So
Well, we're about to listen to it in a
Yeah,
few
so
minutes.
you'll see, you'll
So
see.
this
It's
is
great.
Jenny, the
So for
Texas
the-
treasure. Let's get it started, boys. Let's go.
Si no estás conmigo, todo lo pierdo en un segundo y me duele la nostalgia de saber que es de tu vida. Comprende que es difícil vivir aferrándose en pasado que no tiene sentido vivir sin tu amor, vivir sin tu amor. Si no estás conmigo, soy un alma caída sin gloria. Soy un sol de invierno en tu verano, una estrella lejana en tu cielo. Comprende que es difícil vivir aferrándose en pasado
Spanish voice. That's crazy.
Right.
And I didn't know you were this close to the family, you know. I do want to thank them again for letting us have that opportunity to see that insight.
So for the people that don't know you, because most of our viewers are from Dallas, what made you start singing? Like, because I know you do a lot of covers for Selena. I know back in the day you did Selena covers. Like, did it start from there, or did you?
Most definitely. Yeah, so my uncles and my dad were in a band called Los Sagas back in the 90s. They were actually, when Selena was going to do her national tour, like they were going to open up for her. Like they were signed with Q Productions and everything. So Chris actually knows my uncle and my dad and everybody personally. So their like practices and everything was always in my living room. Yeah, like I always had the equipment there. The mic was always there. Like my grandmother was always like, move like this, like Selena, whatever. And there I am, like at 2 years old. Even my grandmother, and she's like, no, like this. And I'm like, okay, you know, I'm just trying to make you happy. I know, right? But I eventually, it turned into something that I really wanted to do since I was little. So that's why I tell a lot of people, like, this isn't something that, I just woke up one day, I'm like, you know what, I want to be a singer, which is very hard to do as it is. But this has been something since the get-go for me. Get you. I didn't even speak words before I was already trying to sing Selena song. You know what I mean? Like,
I love music, and I always wanted to like learn how to play any type of instrument, but I had nobody in my family that played any instrument. So I was like, I never had that inspiration. And I still kind of hits me to this day that I never learned how to play the guitar or anything like that, because I was like, man,
that push, yeah,
like nobody had that push.
She knew how to play guitar at 6, bro.
Shit, I got nails. That should tell you a lot on that guitar. I don't play the guitar, the piano.
No, but like anything with music, like just focus and seed of like following the musical steps of you said your uncle, right? And
my uncle, my dad.
Your dad, everybody. Yeah. So it's a blessing to have that.
It is, because in this industry, you need to have some kind of support, whether it be a spouse, a family member, a friend. Like, it's very tough to do it by yourself. But when you have that support, like you said, even if they don't necessarily like pay or whatever, but it's the support, the emotional and the mental support. Because dude, it gets ugly. It gets so ugly, and it's so hard, and it's so expensive. So when you don't have nobody on your side, I can see it being very discouraging.
No, but you definitely ate it up. I think.
Thank you.
I think hard work beats talent, but whenever the talent is like just so strong, that's whenever you're gonna go ahead and find something special. Yes. And we wanted to ask you this question. Well, actually, I do. I saw that you have 2 children.
Yes.
How old are they?
7 and 7 months.
7 and 7 months. Hey. So 7 months and 7.5 months, or wait, what?
No, 7-year-old. 7-year-old son and a 7-month-old daughter.
Okay, yeah, you have to run that back.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
Wait, so a girl, baby girl, or baby boy?
A baby girl. I have a boy and a girl, and I'm done.
Oh, wow.
I'm done.
Did you hear that, husband? Done.
He knows. I gave him this last one, and I'm like, don't you ever.
Was it the boy finally, or was it the girl first?
It was the girl. No, it was the boy first.
Okay.
Which I thought was suffice.
But
I guess not. And he's like, I want a girl. I'm like, okay, as if it's up to you, but all right.
As if it's up to you.
Yeah, so. But luckily, we got the girl.
Hey,
and
Caesar, when are you going to get the...
I'm good.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Well, I grew up being the oldest out of 6. So to me, I was babysitting all day long, so I know what it is taking care of kids.
He's like, fuck these kids.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm like the Michael Jordan.
Yes.
Fuck them kids. I'm like, fuck them kids. Like,
for sure.
I ain't trying to deal with no kids, bro, because I know what it's like.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And it, like I said, it's expensive more than ever today.
Right.
So if you're thinking about having kids,
Think
have fun.
Think about
My kid is 7 months.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Yeah, I had a boy first too.
Okay.
Hopefully, that's going to stay that way. 7 years until then, we'll think about it. We'll revisit.
Honestly, I think 7 years is a good gap, because my son helps me. Hey, go give me the diaper bag. Go give me this.
Straight up, right.
And he watches her on the bed, and he plays with her. It's great.
You're right. Imagine the 3-year-old trying to take care of a toddler.
No.
Exactly. You're right. That's a great point.
That's why I was like, especially with this career, I was like, hey, you got to give me some time.
Right. Now, I do want to ask you this, because Hispanics, we're so strong with cousins.
Yes.
I grew up with cousins, and
as
they lived right next to me.
Yes.
Straight up. And so I think it's something to be proud of.
Yeah.
But tell me about that, because I know your family was all over the place.
I have cousins that I was raised with, like siblings. We did everything together, and honestly, I feel like that's more of just like within the Mexican Hispanic culture, because anywhere else, it's like, oh, my cousin lives over fucking New York, and I'm over here in Texas, and like, oh, I see him once a year, and I'm like, what? Excuse me? Like, I would get bitched out from my older family members if they found out that I didn't talk to my cousin that long. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and it's hard sometimes though, because you do have life, but we always find our way back. So when we do come back together, it's like we never left off.
We never left off. Yeah. That's how it is with friendships too. With good friendships,
Yes.
that like you could. That us not see each other for like 4, 5, 6 months or even a year.
Yeah.
You get back together, like it's like nothing never happened.
Yeah.
You didn't
Those are
even
few
forget.
though.
Those are very few.
Very,
yeah,
rare, but when you
rare.
have them, you better hold on to them.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't
for sure.
fuck it up.
Were you born and raised in San Antonio?
Oh, yeah.
Born and raised?
Damn.
So I heard, this is my second time being here.
Yeah.
But I heard fluffy tacos are really good over here. Is that good? Is that correct?
Fluffy tacos or puffy tacos?
Puffy tacos.
There it is.
Puffy
Yeah,
tacos.
puffy
There it
tacos.
is.
I'm like, I don't know
he's
nothing
from
about
Dallas.
food.
Boys, we got him.
Fluffy tacos.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, puffy tacos. Yeah, I
What's
mean,
the best spot that you?
I feel like honestly, probably Henry's Puffy Tacos over there, 410 and Bandera. But see, I'm not really a puffy taco gal.
You're not?
Yeah, no.
You're like a vegetarian taco pussy person or what?
No, I mean, I
You
eat
just
my
like them
tacos.
greasy tacos?
I just, yes, I want the drip. Where's the drip, you know?
Like the aceite drip?
Hey, call it what you want, but I'm like, you know,
Yes.
I fuck with the drip. If it don't got the drip,
Dude.
what is this?
What is it?
I want it to ruin my diet.
I know.
You know?
Have you seen that
I don't
meme?
regret him after I eat him. You know.
Well, we don't talk about that. I cry about it later.
Have y'all seen that meme where like it's on Twitter and it's a a metal chair and they're like, that's how you know you're about to like spend $30 on some dry ass tacos,
Yes.
some street ass
Yeah,
tacos.
yeah.
I'm okay with that.
No, yeah, no. I gotta be able to like, oh my God, you know.
I've been making fun of him because over there in Dallas, there's this spot that he always goes to called OMG Tacos.
The best.
And like
Okay,
you
the
already
name
know
alone.
the name alone.
I don't
That's what
know.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
So
but
what is about Owen?
it's very gentrified.
It's very
tacos,
gentrified.
Yeah, it's
Very
What is what?
gentrified.
like it's like very
Gentrified.
Not to say whitewash pretty much.
So what do you know what gentrified is? Okay, so what gentrified is,
Educate
for
me.
example, is where we're at right now. We are maybe 2 blocks from the projects, but the houses nearby are like super nice.
Okay.
For real.
2 houses down.
Bro,
It's like a
this
crack house probably.
Airbnb is amazing. Shout out to our next guest. If you guys aren't going to see the interview, I'll go ahead and drop it right here. But man, we have been working our butt off this whole time being here in San Antonio. Just like I said, thank you so much for letting us have that opportunity for sure, guys.
Yes.
But let's keep it going. So you're from San Antonio
Yes.
and you stayed in San Antonio.
Yes.
Now you're marching out to Dallas.
Yes.
Welcome. We
Thank
welcome you with open
you.
arms.
I have Lorenzo Smooth Vega had invited me out with my producer Clef, the God. I want to say like a year and a half ago,
Okay.
and it was like kind of when COVID was kind of lifting up a little bit. So we went out there. We got in the studio with Chico and tried to work on a track. And I shot my music video "Water on Mars" out there.
Oh, nice.
So,
Where
yeah.
did you? Where
I
did
have
you shoot
no
it?
idea.
You have no
It
idea.
was like this. It was one of those like peer spaces where like you rent out. And it had like different types of little spaces inside one big room.
Okay,
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So it was kind of like wham bam. It was great, you know.
So describe your 22 year 22 for you. This past year, this is our new year. So
Yeah.
Fresh New Year.
What is it? January
9th. Right. Well, today is
10th.
the 9th, I think.
10th.
The 10th. Bro,
Yeah.
where are we?
It's about to be the 11th. We're a whole 2 days behind now.
Did it pass by for you as fast as it did for me? 'Cause to
Actually,
me, it felt like
it kind of. Well, I was pregnant
you were
most of the time.
pregnant. Yeah,
I was
I just
pregnant,
realized,
but
yeah.
I was still trying to do my music as much as I possibly
Oh, you
could.
was eating them tacos.
Yeah. Do not expose me. We're on the air. Yeah, no, I was. I have, gained 20 pounds. I accept it.
Bro,
it is
me
what
too.
it is.
It is
Straight
what it is,
up.
pregnancy.
And it wasn't me. It was her. Yeah. And
You look beautiful though.
thank
Seriously,
you,
7
thank you.
months. And I gotta give props to all the ladies out there that are
baby
either
mamas.
pregnant or have been pregnant.
Yes.
It is a tough job carrying a kid for 9 months. You don't even
You can
know.
relate, right?
You don't even know if it's gonna make it. That's the scary part.
don't even get me started on that.
For real.
Like that could be a whole other podcast. I'm telling you. Like,
Dude.
the anxiety. If somebody honestly would have told me what came with having a kid,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't have
you know
one.
Is
what?
that why the first one was like it took so long for you to get that second baby on?
It took you 7 years to have the second one.
Maybe it did. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, the years just flew by, and then he was like, "Hey, are we gonna have another one?" Because I'm like, "Oh shit."
You're right.
I totally
will
forgot about that.
I will say this though. I think us as men, we have to do a better job at setting the expectation that this is not gonna be easy. You're gonna hate it. I know that this is maybe to an extent if you're how do you say it? Whenever you have norms.
Like a routine.
No, I'm talking about like let's say you have culture. You believe in the idealistic stay-at-home mom and dad.
Oh yeah.
Like that working. Sorry, it's not gonna be easy. No matter, regardless if you're working or not working. And I think us as men, we have to set that expectation a little bit better. That you know what, if we do this, you have to be on board 100%.
But see, I feel like a lot of not just men but women too, like as a couples, don't see it like that. They're just like, oh, a baby, like it's gonna be so cute and baby shower, and it's like you don't even fucking know what's coming your way. The anxiety, the expenses, like you're not even gonna realize how you're gonna come up with this money. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you won't know you're ready until you're doing it.
Straight up. And look, we're trying to pursue our dreams out here, right? And we're trying to build something out of nothing, even though our families, have something, right? But at the end of the day, we are also having to do these duties of being a mom, being a dad. And it, some people don't even want that now.
Yeah. No, it's extremely like hard because like you said, I'm trying to balance, like for me, I'm trying to balance a music career, a job when I had one, being a wife, being a mom. I can't neglect them because it's not their fault. I'm a star.
You're the whole enchilada, dude. You're the whole enchilada because you're doing it.
But I try to make it look easy, but on the inside, I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to do this?
So wait, hold up. So had I think you played in Pride, right? You had okay, so then that was like what? Like you had barely recently had your baby, no?
For Pride of last year, no, that was right before I found out I was pregnant.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So and then they also had this.
So you didn't play 2022. You weren't on it.
No.
Oh, okay. So
because I was still like recovering.
Okay,
I had just had her and I was
about
recovering.
to say, I was like, dang. I was like, you would have been
no,
like 2 months.
I did bounce back 3 months later after having her. I did a show over in the Valley. I got invited over there to perform for this charity thing. I want to say it was in Harlingen. It was like way out there. And 3 months in, I was right back at it. So,
exactly.
And I felt like I needed to, or else I was going to go deep. I was going to like and then it was going to be easy to stay home and be lazy. It's just, you have to, it's just like anything else. You have to have that passion. Yeah. Y'all have the passion to bring this just in case. You know what I mean?
I gave them a break. I'm not going to lie. When they became dads, because I have other co-hosts. Our other co-host also became a dad at the same time as him.
2 week difference. So 3 week difference, They
both just disappeared out of nowhere for like 2-3 months. And I'm like, you know what? I get it because they just became dads.
And that's so amazing. That's so awesome of you to do that because that's what's missing a lot in this work culture.
Do you think oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Do you think guys should have that?
Yes.
That recently, what was it? That labor leave?
Paternity leave.
Yes.
Bro, yes.
I think so.
Give us 6 months too.
Don't
exaggerate.
Yeah, don't be two-faced. They're always exaggerating like, oh, we need the men to help. Like you're saying, we need to have this expectation of men needs to help with us, blah, blah, blah. But then you're not going to give them the time as the same as the woman. I mean, sure, we go through it, but don't you think we need our help from our spouse or from our significant other to recover?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, like it gets gruesome. Yeah. Okay. I can't even walk to the restroom by myself. I just pushed out a human. You know what I mean?
You gotta buy that Perrier bottle, bro. I'm telling you.
And ain't nobody else, I don't care who they say, mother-in-law, and ain't nobody else gonna look what's going on besides your spouse.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I believe in that big time. I think
Shout
the
out to
dad should
husband.
have.
Maybe not as much as women, but probably they should have at least a solid like.
Hey, but you just had a kid. I'm sure you'd want to stay home with it too.
Facts.
Right?
Yeah. Now let me ask you this now, because we're talking about our Hispanic roots, right? I hate to say it, but there is racism within Mexicans, within Hispanics. And I wanted to ask you that because if we look at you, you're white complected.
How dare you?
I know, right?
I didn't know, and this was something we were talking about previously, that I didn't know there was so much racism in Mexico. I don't know if you've seen the new movie Black Panther.
Yes.
Where Tejano comes out, the actor, and
Yes.
I started looking into him because he was very interesting. Because obviously I kind of loved him from the Narco season.
Yes.
Where he played Rafa Caro Quintero.
Damn, bro.
And then I started
That's
looking into
where
him.
he's from.
Yeah.
You didn't know, right?
I did not know
But it's because you
that.
couldn't recognize him because of the afro,
Right,
the big ass
right.
afro. And I started looking into him, and he's really, really vocal about brown skinned actors, because a lot of novelas, you see all these novelas that we see, we hardly see any brown skinned actors in it. It's
Yeah,
always
moreno or morena,
it's all
yeah.
white complected, and he's big, really vocal about it. And a lot of people hate him actually
Because of it,
Because
yeah.
of it, yeah. A lot of actors in Mexico hate him. He's not famous. He's not Hollywood, so
He don't
he
need
give
him,
a
yeah.
fuck,
I mean,
but yeah, that is big. I don't even know where you were going with this. I just started talking.
he's like, I gotta tell you this.
Because have you ever experienced such a thing where, like, you know what?
She's white complected though.
Yeah, I
She got that
haven't
white-
She got
honestly,
that pass.
but I have been around when it happens, and I don't stand for it. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't give a fuck where we're at, what was going on.
Like
Any
I
kind of
said-
racism, brown, black, whatever. I feel like, look, let's be real. Racism is never gonna go away.
I know, right?
If we don't start doing it at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My kids, yes, he knows, oh, that's a black boy or black girl or whatever, but he doesn't like see them as, oh, that's
Right.
a black,
Yeah.
like, or that's, because my son is white complected too.
Man, I gotta say this, man. I was raised with a racist mom, bro. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, like 100%. I feel like whenever we would go to like fiesta or like cosplays, they're like, hey, no te bajes porque hay un morenito allá.
Yeah.
But they would say it in a different way, right?
Right.
So that's the point, that you're right. We got to start with us being the
Yes.
second generation.
It's not going to stop right now, but it
Right.
is going to start with us
Us, yeah.
teaching how we raise, because think about it. I mean, this is the way it's been since like God knows when.
I know,
Ever
right?
since
I
it
mean,
started.
you did say a great saying, because Jordan Peterson, which is, I don't know if you know him, but the psychiatrist, that he's written books about life and stuff. And one of my favorite books of him is the 12 Rules of Life. And he talks about it. One of the rules, the most important rules in that book is fix your home before you start judging others.
Boom.
Right.
And I'm like, if everybody did that, then the world
Everyone
would be,
should have
there
that,
would
like
be
as
no-
soon as they walk into their house, like in
Yeah.
the foyer,
I know,
you're like,
right?
before you start going out, Karen, start talking shit. Worry
Yeah.
about little Kenny over here,
Yeah.
who's like fucking trying to sexually harass this little girl.
Yeah.
Because it's ridiculous. Everybody wants to point their fingers, but
Yeah.
nobody wants to be like, okay, what's going on in my house? You know,
Yeah.
your house is the problem, Deborah. Like,
Deborah.
damn it, Deborah.
Damn, Deborah. You know Deborah? Tell us more about this little
everybody
Deborah.
knows a damn Deborah.
Everyone knows a Deborah. Everybody knows a Karen.
No, but I was also gonna ask you something else, because I'm looking through your Instagram, and I can see Tejana all over you, straight up.
Does that
So what?
identify you?
Yeah, well, I just I try to, like, on my social media, I try to plaster on there what I am, what I'm about. And if you see on there, it's very colorful, it's very poppin', very Tejana,
Right. So what does it mean for you to be Tejana?
I feel like it means like my raising, how I was raised, you know what I
Right.
mean? I mean, Mas, Gary Hobbs, like, Joe Lopez, like all that was part of my childhood,
Right.
100%. Selena,
Selena.
So
Yeah.
me going into Tejano and everything, like with my first single, Besos de Amor, that did really well, which I wasn't expecting because I'm new in the Tejano scene. But the reason people loved it is because the formula we put into it, which is old school Tejano beat, whatever,
Yeah.
music, but with a poppy, fresh vocal. And
That's
dude, like I had both the older crowd that obviously loved to dance to it, and then the younger ones who are trying to sing to it.
Yeah.
So don't steal my shit, y'all.
Yeah, but that's the secret.
If you come out with that,
Do you think,
we raging in here.
do you think you and like Gabriela are starting like that new generation
Yes.
of Tejano music? Like we see how like now like corridos back in the day were getting outdated, but now like the new corridos tumbados, all that is
Yes.
starting
I know,
out.
right?
Whereas the new generation of different type of corridos, you're changing the generation of Tejano.
Tejano, cumbias. Yeah, I feel like me and Gabriela and a handful of other artists are putting in the work, the quality, and trying to, because I don't want to say Tejano's dead. It's not dead. But if we don't try to do something now, it's going to die. It's going to die off like some old polka music and shit
Yeah.
that we haven't heard since you got to go get the vinyl for it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like me and Gabriella have what it takes to bring it. You know, we
For
got
sure.
the spice, the freshness, the drip
And
in
the
our
drip.
tacos.
Man,
and
The youthfulness of it.
And
Yeah.
for the folks back home that didn't get to see what we just saw and experienced, man, we were here drinking with,
yes.
bro, who other than Selena's husband?
Yeah.
You know, they see that and they'll hear that, but they won't really understand
Because
what
they
that
were,
means.
you had to be there.
You just had,
You
you had
just
to be
had
there.
to- you just had to be there.
Well, no, it's not even like a FOMO type of thing. It's more of it's real love in here. It's
Yeah.
real love and it's real culture.
Yes.
What it means to be Tejano, what it means to be Tejana, it means to be yourself. You know, I'm not gonna lie, Gabriela, she Mexican? No,
Yeah.
she from Florida, and she's half Japanese too. And I'm telling you,
Korean, I believe, and
And
then
you know
Colombia.
what? Because one thing she was saying about how people hate on her because she's not Mexican is like at the end of the day, it's kind of like the same thing. I don't know if you've seen this TikTok or this guy that went viral about like how he was dressing up with Asian.
And he was asking.
and then also Mexican stuff. And he
Yes.
was like, he's asking all these schools or these white guys or
Is
these
it
black
my
guys.
is my thing
pretty
offended? And they're like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but then he goes to the actual people. It's like, nah, we love it because you're embracing
Yeah.
our culture. That's the
Facts.
same thing that I feel about this or about Gabriela.
Facts.
It's like she's embracing the culture. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason to hate
and
it.
Exactly. And she's so good at it. She's so young and she's I just feel like with Gabriella and with me or whatever, like they're
With the kind
they're
of culture.
nitpicking
Yeah.
at anything that can they're
Facts.
like you
You're
know
not
the
dark
Donald
enough.
Trump back in the day, like or the
Yeah.
with Obama where he's like, hey, he's not really blah blah
Yeah.
blah. You
Yeah.
know, it's the same shit. We're so good that now they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I gotta find something. You know, it's ridiculous. And you know what? They can say what they want. I have a confession. I'm half Mexican. No, I'm full Mexican. But what I'm trying to point out is that it does not matter if I've seen several black people.
Well, that's what I was about to say. So Jenny, look, check
I
this
think his
out.
name's Marcus. Fucking amazing singer. And he's black.
I think I
Yep.
know who you're talking about now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And oh my God, who cares? I didn't think that like, oh, I've never seen that. I don't fucking care. As long as the dude can sing and represent it well.
But check this out, and that's what we've been actually hearing from so many other producers, music managers that we've interviewed, and they're like, "Bro, I just came from Chirac, it's super segregated over there."
Yeah.
And I'm talking about to reference Chicago. And there's so many, you know, there's a Hispanic community out there, you know, let's say in Los Angeles or in Chicago or in New
In
York.
Los Angeles too is very segregated.
Call it what it
Yes.
is, call it whatever it is. Here in Texas, the Tex-Mex culture, it's insane. You don't even have to be Mexican to
Yeah.
really be
Open
called a
arms. Here I am.
Tex-Mex. It's a real culture in here, real love, real talent too. And at the end of the day, you're gonna miss out. You really are. That's the FOMO that you're gonna miss out. Not,
Just because you want to be racist.
yep, straight up.
For me. I'm not asking you to. Like, it's crazy.
Straight up. Nah, but for real, you're going to keep pushing and keep striving. Do you have any projects that are going to be coming up in the near future besides
Yeah.
the one that we just heard?
Yeah, so actually, if you follow, you're going to see that literally every month except March and I want to say July, every month I'm dropping a single.
Oh, nice.
Damn.
So every
And
month.
within that, music videos.
And we're
Oh,
going to definitely
So
support
you're,
you.
you're gonna see me everywhere. You might even have to follow me. You're gonna just see.
Hey, you know what's so weird though? It's not a coincidence that our babies are so close to each other's age.
Yes.
Because it does take about 7 months for you to just get out of that shell
Yes.
of nursing and just evolving to this new basically schedule.
Right.
You have a whole human being to take care of, and you gotta
Yeah.
take care of yourself now too. And then you
Yes.
gotta take care of your business, and then you gotta take care of your career, and then you gotta take care of
Oh,
everyone
the
else
house.
around you.
And the husband too.
And
Yeah,
the
the husband, I gotta- yeah,
the
it's-
needs of everyone.
Dude,
Caesar
it's-
bitching
and
that
then
we're
I
the
have
edits.
I have a big family too, and they always want to do something every weekend. And I'm like,
Yeah.
don't y'all know? So now when I leave to like a gig or whatever, they come. Like I have an actual entourage
Exactly.
of
But
my
it's
family.
cool that your family
Wait, you have a whole what?
support.
A whole family that's my entourage.
Nah.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
literally,
yeah,
we're
same.
rolling 12 deep. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, yep.
That's the goal, man. To have that family, that type of culture, like that entourage of like all your
Yep.
family following you, man. That's such great because obviously I grew up with a small family, so I don't really know
Okay,
that. So I would have
yeah.
wished. I mean, I had a lot of siblings, but It was very separated.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, this was a great experience to be a part of and a great interview that we just had.
No, for sure, we got to run it back fully,
Okay.
when you
with
come
our,
to Dallas.
with our other guests too. I mean, our other host too, Alex.
Oh, yeah, Alex, too.
Okay.
We gotta meet him.
But other than that, Jenny, is there anything else you want to say before we kill this?
I just want to thank all my fans and all my supporters. I love you all so much. And, we just got to keep pushing, keep supporting, keep going out to the shows. And I promise you, we'll get out there. We'll get to the top. And I'm going to take all of you with me. And my family, I love you all so much. Thank you both so much for inviting me. I appreciate you so much. And I can't wait to see you guys in your studio, in your comfort zone. It's going to be awesome.
And we'll have a mural set up for you to take a
We
picture.
already will have a
I
mural
love that.
too.
Yeah,
I'd love that.
All right, boys, we out.
Peace.
This guy.